So I can get the PS5, not keeping the USB-A on the front because they want to seem fancy and whatever. But it just doesn't make any sense why the PlayStation is still shaped like that. It's such a bizarre thing about the PlayStation. Here's how I would design the PS6. You go with a standard rectangle. You mildly curve the edges, I suppose, or you keep them edges. And what you do is you stick a line in the middle and you make the fan glow. You stick something like a transparent window on the, you just stick a transparent part on the top side. Think Yu-Gi-Oh! A playing card, flip it, that's your window, and a little line goes up and the fan lights up. Maybe around the edges, but only a little. And then you're free to do the following things. One, add a SATA option so that people with old SSDs and laptop HDDs can add it. Maybe not a SATA option. Maybe you want to be special. Maybe you want to seem fancy. But at least bring back the USB-A on the front so that people can put in their, flash drives with their pictures so that they can watch their pictures. And put in an SD card reader. It's a simple component. People want to see grandma's photos. I mean, what are you doing? Why would you want them to put in 2 adapters to see grandma's photos? It's stupid. You can still have 2 USB-As and 2 USB-Cs and the USB-A and the SD card reader all together. And it would still look good. Just stick the USB-Cs on opposite ends of the motherboard. It seems like the top side and the bottom side, left side and the right side, adjacent to each other, and USB-A, SD card reader. It's super obvious to me. Even if you're not planning on using SD cards for your storage medium, it just doesn't make any sense. Why you don't have that? People store their pictures. People want to show their pictures on their TV. Come on. It's so weird. It's so weird to me that that's not a thing. Yeah. So, and by doing this, you do have the question of why not put in a SATA, or you could just make it thin, make it no SATA, whatever. But with a SATA, you can just get better quality laptop HDDs and put it in, and then you can be optional 4 terabyte uplift, optional. Come on, seriously. An HDD is 4K video is 40 gigabytes of storage. A 4K movie can be 40 gigabytes. I mean, I suppose whenever the PS7 comes along, you'd have 64 gigabytes of RAM, and you can just somehow work out a RAM drive for the 40 gigabyte file to host, and you can just use a RAM drive to get the video or just not get the video. But PlayStation updates, Sony updates the PS3 for video compatibility to this day. Why isn't it focused on giving you SATA options? The more you think about certain fundamental things, the more obvious certain things are, and the more bizarre it is that they're not like that. Yeah, so I imagine the next PlayStation as a black thing with a glass panel on top, and the fan and a little light in the middle that goes up and down. And that way, you could just add panels on top of that, and it'd be like it would still be cool, and you could just have some sort of connection to the external panel so that you have little Spider-Mans lighting up RGB as the panel goes up. Like literally that, just add in like a little bit of a connection at some point and somewhere, and you can have panels that give you extra lighting, and that justifies the extreme costs of additional panels, because who pays like whatever. I think it's like between 25 and $50 for a black panel for PlayStation. Like, I mean, come on, like, what is the point of this when I can just buy a better computer? Like, Sony really is dropping the ball here.